How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out. It means a ton. You guys get plenty of fun stuff. Unfortunately, after today, won't be any more Red Hood because, yes, today is the final chapter. Today is the end of the Hunters Guild Red Hood. But, hey, I started reviewing it, and I'm going to review it to the end. Um, you can tell in this chapter that it is a rushed ending. You can tell they're just going through the paces just to get it done because, well, they have a time limit. It's just unfortunately how it is. But anyway, yeah, getting into it, we start off with Debonair and she's still fighting the mayor. He's obviously just way more powerful than everybody else because he just one-handed decided that comet laser wasn't going to be a thing anymore. And then with the other hand, just decided to crush Debonair with 5 rocky pillar finger things. And yeah, I mean, Debonair's okay after this, but yeah, I mean, nothing is really much of a threat to him. But anyway, we cut over to Cinderella and Grim, and little baby tiny Grim sitting there like, why am I even here? I'm a little kid. I'm just sitting on the sidelines. Like, Cinderella, you're a witch. Can you just turn me big? Like, I really don't care. And Cinderella's telling her, like, that might kind of mess up your body. You haven't given it enough time to rest. And Grim's like, I know. I don't care. The world's ending. I'd rather not be a kid just sitting on the sidelines. Spoiler alert. This literally goes nowhere, and Grim is still in big form by the end of the chapter, and this is literally just not addressed at all. So, yeah, like I said, obviously we are rushing things to an end because we're on a time limit, but doesn't really matter. Anyway, at this point, we cut over to Velo, who's still stuck inside with Dut Troidel and the Hunters Guild, with the Red Hood. And yeah, so Velo tries to turn this into a seinen in the last chapter, and is sitting there thinking like, what can I do to help? Like, I gotta get out of here. Is there something I can do? He's like, I'm a weird anti-universe power puppet thing. What happens if I no longer exist? Wait, Dut, give me that gun you pointed at the mayor. The Red Hood's just like, whoa, kid, chill. Chill. Calm down. Dut, put the gun away. Do not give the child the gun. This is a shonen. Relax, okay? Now, kid, before you just go down that path, because Velo was trying to sprint down that path. Like, he did not even give it a second thought. He's like, screw it, I'm doing it, and I don't care. Relax. So yeah, he tells me, he's like, you dying may not solve our problem here. So he goes, you are an entity that was thrown into this story. You do not fit here. Like, this is not a place for you to be. You can decide for yourself. You can make a choice. You're not part of this. So we go back over to the mayor and Debonair, and the mayor is literally just picking up the entire island like it's nothing. And it's actually really cool because the entire island looks like a big old wolf. It's just kind of cool with the whole werewolf thing. Anyway, yeah, Debonair is just like, yeah, this seriously, anything goes with this guy. And I think Cinderella mentioned it earlier at the very beginning of the chapter, but yeah, he was once the guild's most powerful sorcerer, and now he has the magic of the pages along with that. Stack those two on top of each other, and yeah, this dude's basically unstoppable. But anyway, yeah, he tells Debonair, he's like, why don't you just give up? He's like, you can just vanish peacefully if you just let me do my thing, and it won't really be a big deal. Debonair obviously gives out the traditional, no, I'm gonna fight till the last breath. I'm a hunter. I'm gonna be a hunter till the very end. So yeah, he says, okay, fine. You want to be a hunter? Hunt these. And he spawns a bunch of just nasty looking werewolves. Well, this is when all of our hunters examinees, now actual hunters because they passed, come jumping out of nowhere, and we get this awesome panel with everybody taking out their own werewolf. That was super cool. So Debonair can go ahead and keep flailing her hot fire, well, not even hot fire, just hot heat arms at the mayor, I guess. I don't know what Debonair was I don't know what anybody was really gonna do to this guy without some magical end-all gun of some sort. This is fun. Actually, we'll get to this in a second. I'm skipping ahead. So yeah, everybody gets their cool moment. Grim ends up busting through the wall to get to where Velo is. Starts being snarky how Grim is to Velo. And yeah, we get this little moment with Velo and Grim and the first hunter, and the first hunter just turns the book into a magical gun that they can use to shoot the mayor and fix all their problems with. Two things. One on the good side. I like how in the beginning of the series, when Grimm pulled out like her gun for the first time, and Velo was like, "What's that?" Or I think she might have been giving it to Velo. Anyway, the gun was called a Chekhov series. A Chekhov's gun is a literary tool, and now we're literally using a gun to. We're using a gun made out of literature, so yeah, I love that part. The other side, not necessarily bad, but kind of just a question I now have in my head. Could the first hunter not have just, like, while the mayor was in the room with them, just been like, surprise, boom, and just shot him with the book gun? Like, it didn't seem like it took him any actual amount of time to do this. Looked like he was just like, boop, book gun, here you go. Like, could he have not just shot the mayor earlier and been done with it all before we got to this point? But anyway, like I said, we're rushing to the end, so yeah, anyway. So yeah, we now have the magical book gun, and we can go shoot the mayor with it and solve all of our problems. So yeah, the mayor's out there dealing with everybody, they don't really seem to be giving him any problems, and the world's just going to crap, like the sky's turning weird shapes and stuff, people's powers and like objects are starting to change into different things, like everything is literally just going to shit. I guess not literally. I mean, some things might be turning into that. I don't know. Anyway, we didn't see everything. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, Velo turns up as the mayor's given the whole villain monologue thing. Like, world's coming to an end. Deal with it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to end suffering. Velo pops up like, dude, I'm not going to let it end like that. And he goes on the whole spiel about, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. That's kind of the point of living. You kind of just live to struggle through and find your own happiness at the end of the day. Like, you have to make it your own story and do your own thing to get to the end of your own individual path. So, yeah, he says he's not going to let it end like that. The mayor's like, oh, well, good enough for me. Fire away, Velo. I just like to think that it was a gun with a really fast magic projectile that he couldn't dodge. That makes it feel a little better than just being like, oh, okay, that's fine. Take your shot, bud. But hitting the mic again. Anyway, yeah, it's, like I said, multiple times now, broken record. We're rushing to the end here. The first hunter said something about the two powers like counteracting and canceling each other out. So yeah, they're just gone. And the way we're taking this is the last scenario that the book was on was this antidote scenario. So now that the book has just vanished out of existence, what was at the end of the book, maybe not the very end with all the weird sky stuff, I guess that reverted back to normal. But anyway, yeah, where the world was at, the scenario that it was in at that time, it will now carry out in its own way, how the normal world does without a book dictating things. And yeah, so we're still going to look for this antidote, we're still going to hunt the werewolves and try to find a way to stop them or put an end to them by curing lycanthropy? Yeah, that's what it was. Lycanthropy. That's not just a Hunter's Guild thing. That's just a werewolf lore kind of thing. Anyway, yeah. So that's where we're at. The story is now unfortunately over. Like I've said before, this is something that we just run the risk with when it comes to enjoying any new shonen that comes around. No matter how much you like it, no matter how much I like it, whether I think it should be popular, whether I think it is, whether I think it's well done, doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Shonen Jump runs off numbers, and if their numbers say it's not doing as good as everything else, it unfortunately gets shown its way out the back door. So yeah, you get these final chapters like this where these things could be done well over a large period of time, not exactly the way they were done, but yeah, given more time with more effort, things can turn out better. But when you have to scrunch them down like this into like the last 3 chapters to wrap it all up, it's kind of tough to really do that incredibly well. You're going to have moments like the first hunter just being like, all right, yeah, you can just have my stuff. Here you go. I don't even think I mentioned it. He also gave Velo the Red Hood. But yeah, I really enjoyed this series. I think the author has a lot of talent. I hope they get another chance at another series. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it with me. And it was a fun ride while it lasted. Like I said, this is something we know we have to deal with. This is a possibility we know might just happen. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the series while it was around. I hope you find something new to read on a weekly basis. And yeah, if you read One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, Kaiju number 8, Chojin X, I review all of those and discuss all of them. So yeah, stick around on the channel. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys around. Hopefully I'll see you next time. I'm out.